Welcome to the WHHI News. I'm Allie McNair, and here's a look at your headlines. The lawyers for convicted murderer and disbarred attorney Alec Murdaugh want Judge Clifton Newman barred from handling all future appeals, hearings, and trials in the Murdaugh case. The attorneys filed the motion this week in the state Supreme Court. They say that Judge Newman should not be allowed to preside in an upcoming hearing regarding alleged jury tampering because Newman was a participant in various matters that will be in dispute at that hearing. The motion also argues that because Newman has made numerous statements in and out of court regarding Murdaugh's guilt, legal issues, and trial strategy, he has violated the Code of Judicial Conduct, which requires impartiality. The Beaufort County Sheriff's Office is looking for your help in locating a Bluffton teenager with a medical condition. 17-year-old Eric Zuniga Gonzalez was last seen leaving the Lake Linden area in a white Cadillac on Wednesday night. He's described as 5 foot 3 inches tall, about 150 pounds, with brown hair and hazel eyes. He was wearing a black hoodie. If you have any information at all, you're asked to call the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office. Beaufort County school students are still a couple of weeks away from getting their second quarter progress reports, but the man at the top has gotten his grades from the county school board. Dr. Frank Rodriguez earned at least a 3.3 out of 4 in all 5 categories, giving him a highly effective rating. Rodriguez was given high marks for financial oversight of the last set of school bond projects, coincidentally coming while a $439 million school bond referendum is scheduled to be voted on Election Day next Tuesday. When we talk about the builders of Hilton Head Island, Alexander Alec Brown Sr. was literally one of those builders. He was the first black licensed home builder on the island. Brown passed away recently at the age of 82. He was known as the Wood Doctor and literally had the keys to Sea Pines when there was a locked gate at the entrance to that community decades ago. Brown's ancestry dates back to the Mitchellville era. His parents were deacons at the First African Baptist Church. One of his sons, Alex, is on the Hilton Head Town Council, and another son, Kevin, was just named Teacher of the Year for the Carroll County School District in Georgia. Well, if you're driving around Hilton Head Island this Sunday morning, chances are you might see a lot of runners. The Hilton Head Island Half and Quarter Marathon will take place from 8 to noon Sunday with a start at Celebration Park. No roads will be closed, but the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office will be on hand to make sure everyone stays safe. Now, proceeds from that event will benefit the Sandbox Children's Museum. For information on these stories, as well as other news, be sure to check the news sources on your screen. Also, be sure to find us on Facebook, Twitter, which is now X, and Instagram. And if you have a story idea, email us at news@WHHITV.com. It is time for sports. Here's Justin Jarrett.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. And it's almost time to kick off the second season of high school football in the Lowco. We have 14 first-round playoff games involving teams from the Lowco Sports coverage area on tap Friday night, and it's win or turn in your equipment. In Class 4A, the Bluffton Bobcats host Richland Northeast in a matchup of high-flying offenses that might be the most intriguing game in the state this week, as Owen Bayes and his stable of electric receivers look to outscore Will White and the Cavaliers, who have put up 37.1 points per game this year, but allowed 39.7. Take the over. Elsewhere, May River travels to Myrtle Beach, and Colleton County heads to Irmo looking for an upset. The Beaufort Eagles will begin their Class 3A title defense with a lengthy road trip to Loris, and the Lions will provide a stiff test in what could become a defensive struggle. Region champion Hampton County and Mr. football finalist Zion Dobson open at home against Bishop England in Class 2A, while Ridgeland-Hardeeville takes a 2-game win streak into a first-round game at Andrew Jackson. In Class 1A, Whale Branch looks to bounce back at home against Lakeview, the third consecutive year the teams have met in the playoffs with the series tied at 1. In the Skiza playoffs, Hilton Head Christian Academy hosts PD Academy after dominating the regular season matchup, and John Paul II travels to Florence Christian in Class 3A. While Beaufort Academy and Colleton Prep are both at home in Class 2A, and Thomas Hayward and Patrick Henry host first-round games in Class 1A. Holy Trinity travels to top-seeded Richard Wynn in the 8-man playoffs. We'll get you ready for kickoff on Lowco Game Day Live at 12:30 p.m. Friday and wrap it all up on Lowco Pigskin Live at 11:30 p.m. Friday night. So join us on the Lowco Media Network on YouTube. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
Thanks, Justin. Weather time. Maria Soden has all the details.
Thanks, Allie. Yep, so taking a look ahead, after a few cooler days, we are going to see the temperatures go back up just in time for the weekend. So taking a look at Friday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy, with Hunan having a high 68, a low 48, Bluffton's going to have a high 69, a low 45, and Beaufort's going to have a high 69 and a low 45. The sunrise for Friday is going to be at 7:41 and sunset's going to be at 6:31. Looking at the beach tides, low tide's going to be at 8:51 a.m. and high tide's going to be at 1:53 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week, a little bit into next week. Saturday, it's going to be breezy in the morning, but then otherwise sunny and pleasant, with highs in the 70s, lows in the 50s and 40s. Come Sunday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy with highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s. And then come Monday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy, again with the highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s. That's it for today. Let's send it back to the desk.
Thanks a lot, Maria. When we come back, we'll find out about a food pantry that's up and running on Ladies Island. Don't go away.